All right, guys. So for Algebra A and Algebra 1, this is going to be your first lesson. It's going to be a review over some pre-algebra terms. And I'm going to give you guys a homework assignment going off of this. You need to have these notes in your notebook or in your binder, and I will be checking these on the next day that you're in class. So every single note, you're going to need to put a title of what we're doing. On this video, we are going to review over a pre-algebra terms. And you need to put the date. So for some of you guys, it's going to be the 24th. For some of you guys, it might have been the 23rd of August. Whatever the case may be, you need to put the date over here. This will help you guys keep your notes clean and organized. Okay? Next thing, our first vocabulary term that we are going to review is factor. Or factors, and it is a number that evenly divides given the given number and does not leave any remainder. Okay, so think about it. If I ask you what are the factors of 6, well, what are the factors of 6? What numbers evenly go into 6? Good. 2 and 3, because 2 times 3 is 6. What else can evenly go into 6? 1. Because 1 times 6 is 6, correct? So those are all factors. So an example is 2 and 3 are factors of 6 because 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, your next definition is multiple. Multiple. A multiple is a number that is obtained by the multiplication of that number by some other number. Okay? So examples. If I ask you for the multiples of 6, the multiples of 6, some of them are 6, 12, 24, and 30. Why? Because 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12, 3 times 6 is 18, 4 times 6 is 24, and 5 times 6 is 30. And we can do tons more, right? There are infinite many multiples of 6. These are just the first 5. The most commonly mistake that students make when it comes to finding factors of multiples is that they forget about the factor of 1. Everything is divisible by 1. And everything can be times by 1. Okay, some other definitions that we're going to be looking at in this review part of this is estimation. Estimation is to find something close to the correct answer, but it is not the actual answer. It is not the actual answer. It is an estimation. Okay? Fractions is going to be our next one. And forget the scribble mark. Please don't put that in your notes. I'm doing this in pen because it shows up better than pencil. So I do apologize. Do not put your notes in pen. I really do prefer them in pencil for the main fact of the scribbles. Okay. So a fraction. It has 3 parts. It has a numerator. It has a denominator, and it has a division symbol. An example is like 2/3. The numerator is the top number. The denominator is the bottom number. Think about it as denominator as being the dungeon. Dungeon is in the basement, and it is in the bottom. So the denominator is the bottom. And it also has a division symbol. When we get into Algebra 1 and all this and Algebra A, this is going to be our division symbol. I know some of you guys are used to having a division symbol as like this. We are going to get away from this. This is not a Algebra 1 top, symbol that we're going to use a lot. All right, yes, this does mean divide. However, we're going to be using a lot of fractions. So this is not a common one that we're going to be using. And I would really prefer that when you write your division, that you write it as a fraction and not with this symbol, okay? Another definition that we're going to be tackling, and a topic that we're going to be tackling, is a simplified fraction. A simplified fraction is a fraction where the numerator and the denominator has the greatest common factor of 1. So if I look at 6/9, I can simplify 6/9 to 2/3. Wow, that's a mouthful, guys. Sorry about that. So what actually happened here? What does 6/9, what does 6 and 9 have in common? And if you said they had in common a 3, you're correct. So what we really did here was we said, hey, look, we have 6 and 9, and I'm going to divide, I'm going to divide 6 by 3, and I'm going to divide 9 by 3. And what do I get? 2/3. Does 2 and 3 have anything in common besides 1 as factors go? No, they don't. The factors of 2 are 1 and 2. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. So therefore, we know that 6/9 reduces or simplifies to 2/3. So this concludes the vocabulary portion of this. We're going to get into how to find greatest common factors in the next video. So please write all this down and go on to the next video. Thanks.